Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are featuring Martin Kamau, who has invented an irrigation system operated using a mobile phone. So, how much will it cost you as the farmer to install this system?
So the issue of cost, when I say it's about 20,000, I'm very sure of the system. It will cover, be it 10,000 acres, be it 100,000 acres. The system has the capability to serve every kind of farm. Even if maybe we decide to go in the irrigation systems that you have, schemes in Kenya, like Moya or whatever, the system will still work well. And the key advantage of the system is, number one, it will never waste your water. Once the moisture is okay, the system will cut off pump. That is one advantage. Number two, you find that in farms, you find people employing workers. Like maybe per day, if you have like 1,000 or 10,000 acres of farm, you find that you have to employ workers to maybe to do uprooting or do watering or whatever. But with this system, once you do, maybe we fix it either manually or automatically, you yourself, you'll be in a position to do watering effectively. Since that, the moment you have turned it on, it will supply through piping, through dripping, it will supply to all the farms, all the piece of the farm that you have. That is the key advantage. Maybe if per day you have like 10 workers, and each you have to pay him maybe 500. How much is that per day? That's around 5,000. But the system, of course, actually, I have not told you, the system is a DC operated system. There is nowhere I've connected AC power. Maybe now, if you have a solar system, imagine you never have to pay bills that you are paying Kenya Power. That is the key advantage. The system is, actually it is consuming 5 volts, just 5 volts DC. So, the moment you fix it, that 5,000 will be now your profit per day. Maybe you can fix it somewhere and say, this one I used to pay my workers who I had employed in my farm. But now the system, the moment you have incorporated the system, it will be doing the savings. The savings is 101%.
Of course, technology comes with a few disadvantages, for example, rendering human labor redundant. But Martin is not one to be pushed to a corner. He seems to have every detail well thought out.
Its disadvantage is an advantage to especially the youths. Because now, maybe if the government considers me and they want such systems, what did I do? I have to go for the youths. Those are run in terms of engineering. I have to employ them. At least we can start designing the systems, we can start assembling the components, and now we assemble the whole system and it starts supplying in the market. So my aim right now is targeting the youths. I can employ the youth and we do work together. So the disadvantage is an advantage to the youth.
Mkulima Tech believes that technology in agriculture, especially for small-scale farmers, is meant to remove the guesswork in farming. Martin's theory concurs with this.
You find that you've employed people to monitor or check on your farm, but what happens? He end up neglecting or just doing his own businesses, and then if maybe you are outside the country or you are very far from the workplace or from your home, when you call and ask whether the plants on your farm has been irrigated, of course the answer will be yes. But the moment now maybe you come during the weekend or during the holiday, you find that the farm it is going down. It's not good, it's not fertile as you expected it. So for better and for accurate and for good farm, this system plays a very key role because it will help you. Once maybe you are in the office, you just turn on the system and you do irrigation. And again, it plays a very key role, maybe even in terms of security. Because maybe when you come up, you put a camera in the farm, nothing else that you need. You'll be monitoring your farm. You'll be doing, because now with the system you can be able to see the moisture, you can monitor the moisture content in the farm. So you can do farming. You can irrigate the farm in every part of the corner of the world. That's eliminating the, let me call them jokers in your shamba, because it's a serious, right now farming, especially the organic farming, is a very serious business now in Kenya. So that's maybe a key role and one main thing that I'm trying to target.
On top of the automatic irrigation system, Martin has added another improvement which integrates with your smartphone via an app available for download on Google Play Store.
With this system now, I decided now I'll use a Wi-Fi system. I call it IoT, Internet of Things, irrigation system, IoT irrigation system. So with this system now, there is an application that I've designed, whereby now you can be able to monitor and to view live graphical representation of your farm. If the moisture is high, the graph will go up. If the moisture is cool down, too low, the graph will go downwards. And then there is a notification. So the moment maybe the system, it is interrupted, it has to notify you the system is offline. So you have to know there is something that is happening. Again, another advantage is that it has a gauge, like the one for cars. You see, there is a gauge that reads from 0 to 180. So for this system, it reads a gauge from 0 to 100%. So you'll be able now, because it is viewing using the soil moisture sensor, it is communicating the soil moisture remotely. So if the moisture is on a certain percentage, graphically it will show you, and with that gauge it have to show you. So if the moisture now goes beyond or below 20 or 30 or 40, depending from the location. Now, location is very important. You can imagine, you can turn on the pump, you can turn it off, you yourself, wherever you are. That means it is an intelligent system, let me use the word, because no need to be there. And it's actually, it only needs Wi-Fi enabled. And nowadays, you see the urban farming, what is happening? Everybody is doing farming, especially in urban areas. So with this system, it's not only you do the, okay, I'm not saying a farmer should have a Wi-Fi in his or her farm, but actually for mine, I've used the tethering hotspot for the mobile phone. So that means actually 5 MB per day, they are enough for you. The application that I'm using, it is available in Play Store. So it will not be inconvenience for you to start saying, no, I can't see the system, I can't see the application. The application is readily available and you'll find it in the Play Store. So for this application, again, it is very important because it has a security feature. Nobody can be able to log into your farming device and hack or whatever. It's very secure. So it have got a password that you have been given. So this password is between you and your program. So this password, you put it in the coding part where you code and you route the program to the Wi-Fi module system. After that, you are good to go. You'll be able to view everywhere you are and activate the system.
Farming Wonder directors Dennis and Daniel can attest to this, having installed the system in their multi-story gardens.
We have been using the simple irrigation system, using a hose pipe and running it from the top to all the terraces, with the advantage that all the plants are able to get adequate supply of water. And now we teamed up with Martin, who is also an innovator, and he came up with a system which is controlled by the phone or the humidity levels. It has a sensor. So when we met with him through Dennis, my partner, we saw it's a good idea, and it will save on labor because you don't have to employ people to water the gardens. And here we have 270 gardens. And watering the gardens is quite a task. You have to pay somebody. But now when you use the system, you just turn on the taps, and which is automatic. You can use the humidity sensor or even your phone. and it's working very well.
For Dennis, it has never been a better time to make farming attractive and easier for the youth and the older generation alike using technology.
Okay, the future of farming wonder is seeing that the youths get into agriculture, and also we want to make it more easier for the farmers, the youth, the retirees, and also those who are still working, to make this thing fun. Maybe you can do it as a side hustle. Maybe you can also do it as a hobby, because we want to make it more and more easier. Maybe like the way we partnered with Martin, we took the part of, we made the easy with the garden easy in watering, in irrigation, whereby if you also have many acres, you don't have to employ many people to do the irrigation. Yeah, you only use your mobile phone, an application, or even make a call, and you're going to achieve you're going to achieve that. And also, we want to encourage the youths there to join agriculture, because there are many opportunities in farming. There is so many youths that we have installed the multi-story gardens for, and they are doing very well. Others are doing vegetable farming, others are doing strawberry farming. Like I have a friend of mine who installed 10 of these, and now he produces strawberries and does value addition, mixed jam, and now he's supplying the jam to the supermarkets. We also have other people who have already the youths have started farming strawberries, and they want to partner with other farmers who are doing dairy farming to be processing and yogurts for that. So there are so many ventures in agriculture. There are so many things that we can do.
It has not been an easy journey for this humble young man, but his passion is impressive. His advice to the youth seeking to join his path is,
Not many people understand these things. The moment you put it in the social media, for those who understand, it will make them very easier to know what you are doing and what your minds are talking about. So I believe in social media, that's everywhere in terms of when it comes to marketing. And like I've said earlier, when you do something like this one and come like I've done it in this farm, at least I've shown them I've something that I can store for them and it is working. So that is one way, because now someone will come here and ask, what is this? How is it doing? Who did it for you? And the story begins.
we hope Martin's story has inspired you. Join us next week, same time, for another show of Mkulima Tech.